Alright guys, so as mentioned before, I am doing a reptile room tour video today, or an animal room tour, because there's not just reptiles anymore. This is going to be kind of more of an introduction to the setup of the room versus actually introducing you to every single animal. If you would like to see more of a certain animal, just let me know. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so as you enter my reptile room, you see I have a custom painted sign up top here from my brother-in-law. And immediately entering the room, this is kind of what you see. Here on your left is the first enclosure. This is my Halloween hissing cockroach enclosure. And I'll just open it up so we can get a little bit of a sneak peek in here at these guys. They are absolutely gorgeous. I probably have about 30 of them right now. They don't breed nearly as fast as the common hissing cockroaches, but they're getting there. I think I started with 2, so that's not too shabby. Under that is one of my storage cabinets. You see I have my bee pollen, some Repashy, calcium, those types of things in here. Also some of the basic medications and extra bowls, filters, those types of things. As we move in, here we have a double closet, and so that's where a lot of my old tanks and anything that's empty and not getting used at the moment gets stored in there. Some signage. This is my to-do list and some of my inventory. So I keep everything updated and organized. Here we have my bearded dragon Bartholomew, or Bart, and he's in a custom build enclosure. We're about to redo this and do a whole foam inserts in the back and on the left side of this tank so that it looks a bit more natural for him. He's so judgmental. I have plants, snakeskin, my diploma, and down here at the bottom, on the left-hand side, this Tupperware, we have my smoky oak millipede colony. Beneath that, we have dozens, if not hundreds, of bumblebee millipedes and scarlet millipedes. Then, other than my supplies, a couple more scoops and everything, I have my dermestid flesh-eating beetle colony. And this is my dubia roach colony here at the bottom. Don't have too many dubias. It's a relatively young colony, but they're molting and growing, and hopefully there'll be a new set of feeders here pretty soon. Next we have my Phelsuma chlamyri, or my neon day geckos. They are currently in a 10-gallon horizontal tank. Once the new lid gets in, they are going to be converted to a 10-gallon vertical tank because these guys are arboreal. I've had them for about a week now, and I absolutely love them to pieces. There's one right there just chilling. Absolutely adorable. Endangered species native to the bamboo forests of Madagascar. Then we have my large colony of standard hissing cockroaches. I currently have about 1,200 of them, and they got a little bit of a tank clean out this morning. I'm in preparations of putting them a lot more hides and making this tank a bit more interesting for them. Here is a bit of a natural history shelf. I've got some specimens, some paintings, my ratite egg collection, all types of fun stuff from friends and family, my weekly feeding schedule for all of my animals, and right under there are my blue death feigning beetle setup. They're currently in a 3-gallon. I've debated on upgrading them to a 10 to 20-gallon and getting a couple more desert beetle species to go with them. But I absolutely love these guys. They're super active, they're adorable, and they're pretty long-lived for a beetle. 10 to 15 years, actually. Under all of that, you see the custom-built tegu enclosure for Anastasia, my Argentine black and white tegu. She is currently buried, believe it or not. There's about 18 inches of substrate down there, and if you look close, there's actually a double platform. So she has this whole big area of rock and everything where she can stack up there and get pretty warm and bask under her lights, and then come and dig and explore. I do a lot of different enrichment items with Anastasia because tegus are pretty intelligent lizards. This little red table is my indoor Russian tortoise enclosure. Of course, it's summertime right now, so my tortoise is outside getting all the UVB that he needs. But now it's holding my mealworm colony, so if we dig through here, These are some of my mealworms. I use these guys as feeders, but I also use them as cleanup crews in a lot of my enclosures. And my fingernails are not dirty, by the way. Those are blueberry stains and blackberry stains, just an FYI. Also, we have another cabinet full of a lot of ethically sourced skulls and bones, some more plants, peace lily, a very young Monstera deliciosa, and Smog, my betta fish, over here chilling in the corner with his snails. He's in a 5-gallon enclosure or tank with filtration and live plants. Down here under the tortoise table is Lucy, my African pygmy hedgehog. So Lucy's another animal that I do a lot of different enrichment items with. I give her lots of new toys, new boxes, new foods to try. She loves all types of bugs and the occasional canned cat food. Lucy also has a sand bath that's play sand and eco earth mixed together. She bathes in it, and she also uses it to hunt bugs. I put a lot of different mealworms and stuff in there for her to scavenge through. Here's some more of my plants. I'm constantly rotating plants in and out of this room. Like the snake plant's about to go outside. Croton's probably about to go outside. Aloe's gonna go outside. I'm really excited for this giant aloe. Then we have what I refer to as the quad, and it's a series of 4 40-gallon breeder tanks. This is Athos, my giant leopard gecko. He's an old man. He's kind of a grumpy boy, but he does love to come out and hunt his crickets, and he still acts like he's a 1 or 2-year-old gecko for that, and it's adorable. Down here we have Amana. There she is. That is my banana ball python. She will eventually need another tank upgrade, and I'm about to get her some more wood pieces, because these guys, while they do live in like termite mounds and burrows out in the wild, they do occasionally like to climb. So she has a couple like grapevine pieces, but I'm gonna really fill out this tank a bit more for her. Over here we have Addis, and Addis is my western hognose snake, and below him is Yuma, my Pueblan milk snake. I'm not going to take these guys out. All my snakes just ate today, so no handling for the next day or two. And then moving up top, we have Argo. This is my Emperor Scorpions tank. I'm sorry about the reflections, but it's about as best as I can do with all these windows. Then we have Nyx, my Brazilian white-knee tarantula. Both of these guys I did custom backgrounds for. This is Athena, my Chilean rose hair. I have Aries, my Vinegar Rooms enclosure. You're not gonna see this guy either. Girl, I think it's a girl. Not gonna see that one either. Loves to stay burrowed back here in this back corner. Has recently molted and lives there in that hole. Cool thing about the Vinegar Rooms is they shoot acid, which sounds way more hardcore than what it really is. It's honestly just vinegar, but still cool. This is Asteria, my Ambly Pidgey, or the tailless whip scorpion. Then let me see if I can show you my little fat blob boy back there. Oh, it won't focus. Okay, anyway, that's Atreyu, my Pacman Frog. You can see, focus there. He's in a 10-gallon, and he is honestly, after the bearded dragon, the next on my list to get updated. And then we have Myth. Myth is my pink toe tarantula. I believe it's a male. It's a little young right now to tell, but pretty sure it's a boy. The only thing about arboreal tarantulas is their poop. So please forgive the quality of the glass. This tarantula's only been in here for a couple weeks, and I've already had to clean the glass twice and check it out. I try not to clean it too often because I don't want to stress him, especially being that he webbed right here. But yeah, messy, messy, messy. So the last 2 indoor enclosures that we're going to cover are Beatrice. She is my Brooks king snake, or a Florida king snake. This is her setup. She's about 3 years old now, and she just ate her mouse. But there she is, all excited, thinks she's getting a second mouse. You see her body? She's beautiful. So this is a setup that we made custom. This one we actually try to keep a budget of about $300, and we made that. So kind of a budget DIY build, but I think it looks really, really nice. I am going to add probably a couple more plants and some more moss throughout the enclosure, maybe some cypress knees, but overall I'm really happy with how it turned out. Major DIY build that we did, this is for Atlas, my 5-year-old corn snake. You see him right there. He just ate his mouser too. He's so happy and fat and cute. This one I didn't keep a budget for, so I went a little crazy with the spray foam and the silicone. And I think overall, furniture and everything included, it cost me about $500 to $600. So not as cheap as I had hoped, but it definitely turned out really nice. I do have a couple more plants to put in there. Gonna get them a different water dish, something that looks a little bit more natural, maybe some rock, and yeah, this is Atlas's enclosure.